Hello YouTube audience, Bonsai Whisperer here. Today I would like to do an update on this lime tree. So I did the first styling about a month ago and it's doing really well. So you can see here it's already flowered and it's probably developing a little line here. Considering this tree is still very small and this branch, I think it's not going to be able to support the line at this age, so I probably just take it off. Take the lime off and don't let it develop into a full-size lime. For the first several years, I would like the tree to focus on growing leaves and developing branches, and I don't want it to use a lot of energy to getting the lime out. So very surprisingly, the tree almost didn't skip a beat, and it's growing really well. You can see there are already new shoots coming out. This whole maybe 3 inches or 10 centimeters of growth is happened in maybe the last 2 weeks. So it's growing very nicely. And also there is this little shoot that's coming out from here, which is a little bit too far out. When the first time I styled it, I probably should have cut the branch here so that it starts new shoots from these places. So this is too far out, but I will just let it grow. I'm not going to cut it again. Just let it grow and let it gain some energy, and then after it regain a lot of vigor, I'm going to trim it again in several months. So all these growth happened, and also in this little branch, like it's probably the only thing that happened after the restyling is 2 leaves from here fall off. But surprisingly, at the tip of this branch, you see a little flower bud developing. So that's pretty interesting. So the rest of it, it's just overall looks very healthy, and I'm pretty happy there was a flower there and it's developing fruit. The flower was white and has a very gentle scent, so that's pretty nice. So you may notice I'm filming this in a bathroom because this is actually the brightest place. It has this light, the brightest place that I can keep my indoor plants in my apartment, and also because it's easy to keep the cats out, because the cats just love to play with the plants. Even when I lock the door, one night Will came in and tilled this pot, and a lot of the soil just fall out and pour onto the floor. So I have to get up at 1:30 and pick up all the sands and put it back. Well, but that provide me a chance to look at a small portion of the roots. Actually, a lot of white roots start growing, so which means the tree is really doing well. So since it's already about a month since the last time I styled it, I think it's time to fertilize. So one thing in bonsai is right after working with the roots, we need to avoid fertilizing. Need to wait for some time for the roots to heal. Then we can start fertilizing, because if you do not wait for the roots to heal, it's going to burn. The fertilizers are going to burn the roots, so it's not a good thing. But since the plant is doing so well and it's start growing already, I think it's time to start fertilizing. So the citrus trees, they are very heavy nitrogen feeder, so they need a lot of nitrogen. And I think it's also slightly acid loving. So what I'm going to fertilize it with, it's this fertilizer. It's Lily Miller. It's for rhododendron, evergreen, and azalea food. They are all acid loving plants. And also because this number is basically what's functioning in the fertilizer, 10-5-4, and the 10 is the nitrogen, so it's a pretty high nitrogen, and if you look at the ingredients, it's high nitrogen, 10% nitrogen, 5% phosphate, and 4% potassium. So that's that. So I'm just going to put some fertilizer on the plant, so it looks like little sand. So I'm going to, the other reason I have to film this in the bathroom is so that I can keep the kittens out, because they really like the scent of the fertilizer. If I don't keep the kitten out, they are going to jump in and eat all the fertilizer, and I really don't want that to happen. So I'm just have to. So what I'm doing right now is I simply putting some of the fertilizer in between the tree, the trunk of the tree, and the edge of the pot, about halfway in between. I'm just going to put the fertilizer in there, and this theory of putting the fertilizer in a concentrated area, the idea is to create a gradient of the fertilizer, which may just guide the root to grow in a radial direction. I don't know whether this would work or not, but let's see. So the other thing is, because I'm videotaping every time that I do an operation on my trees, so I can simply remember what I did each time. So for example, this time I'm doing fertilizer on this corner position. So next time I can put the fertilizer in this position, these 4 positions, so that ultimately every part of the root get fertilizer, but also it has some directionality to guide the roots to grow. So that's basically this for the video. So in the end of the video, I would like to give a special thanks to Zen Bonsai, who gave some very valuable suggestion for growing the lime tree. He basically said the lime tree really like abundance of light and warm temperature, which happen to have this bathroom environment, which is very bright and very warm. I keep the light on for at least 6 hours a day, which I don't know if in long term this is affordable. I will see from the bill, the electricity bill. But for the past month, the lime tree is doing very well. So I would like to thank Zen Bonsai for some useful suggestions. I also checked out his YouTube channel, which is of course much better than mine. So he's very experienced in doing bonsai, and his videos are very informative and well edited, and also very interesting. So I think I would put a link under this video. If someone saw this video and want to check out more useful information on the how to do bonsai, I would suggest you check out his channel. I look at a video that's so I probably put a link with one of his video under this video. It's not necessarily related, but they are in general very good videos. So this is it for today. So I would like to just pan out and look at the tree one more time, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.